How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys Fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And of course, the 4 and 3 letter networks have to start with this question about our Dallas Cowboys. So if you're DC for life and want to help the channel grow even more, drop a like on the video, share this content, and please subscribe to the channel. Cowboys Nation, I came across this segment on Get Up with Mike Greenberg, Damien Woody, Kimberly Martin, and Harry Douglas. In this clip, they asked the one question that gets asked every single year about the Dallas Cowboys. Are they Super Bowl contenders? So we're going to take a listen to the 2 clips that I got for you, and then y'all know what we're going to do after that, Cowboys Nation. We're going to come back and unpack my raw and uncut. So, Cowboys Nation, let's go ahead and take a listen to Damien Woody.
Yeah, I mean, this is the team that's, over the past, 3 years, they've been 12 plus wins per year.
Are they Super Bowl contenders? No one cares anymore if they win 12 games. The days of winning 12 games and getting knocked out in the first round of the playoffs.
We're sick of it.
No one's excited about
I don't
that.
put, right now, I have the Cowboys like the 5th best in the NFC.
In the NFC?
Yes.
San Francisco? Detroit? Green Bay?
Yep.
Who am I forgetting?
Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And then Dallas. So
Dallas.
5th best does not, usually the 5th best team doesn't get to the Super Bowl. It's not impossible.
How in the hell can Greeny say nobody cares about a team going 12-5 for 3 consecutive seasons? Do y'all realize that you do have to get through the regular season successfully before you can even make it to the postseason, right? I'm going to talk about that more in my raw and uncut portion, so make sure you stick around for that. In the final clip that I got for you, Harry Douglas gives his take on if the Dallas Cowboys are a Super Bowl contender or not. So we're going to take a listen to that clip, and then you know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Cowboys Nation, let's take a listen to Harry Douglas.
No, they shouldn't, Greeny. When you look at who they lost offensively, they lost 2 key offensive linemen. Now, I need to see how quickly Tyler Guyton is going to get up to speed. Also, Cooper Beebe, who they drafted at the center position. Those are 2 positions that they lost last season. Also, they're going to have to get adjusted to Mike Zimmer's new system. How comfortable are those defensive players going to be in a new system? We've seen they had tremendous success under Dan Quinn, getting turnovers, sacking the quarterback. Are they going to be able to have that same production? Now, I love Zim as a defensive coordinator, but how comfortable are those players going to be in that system? And also, are they going to be able to run the football? They did not address that need in the draft with a younger player that could really push them in those regards. They brought back Ezekiel Elliott. So I don't view them as a Super Bowl contender, and I have them right now as the 5th best team in the NFC. But also watch out for the Los Angeles Rams. That's a team that you don't want to exclude either.
I mean, he flat out said, no, Cowboys Nation. A part of his reasoning is that the Dallas Cowboys lost 2 key offensive linemen in Tyron Smith and Tyler Biadasz? For real, Harry? Tyler Biadasz. So you're telling me that Tyler Biadasz makes or breaks this team for the Dallas Cowboys? Tyler Biadasz, the one that was always in Dak Prescott's lap, is a key player that we lost during the offseason? Man, come on. Honestly, I miss Tony Pollard more than I miss Tyler Biadasz. He also spoke about the Dallas Cowboys defense getting used to the new defensive coordinator in Mike Zimmer. They got to get used to Mike Zimmer's scheme after moving on from Dan Quinn. Let's keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation. They fared well switching from Rod Marinelli to Mike Nolan, then to Dan Quinn. Why would this change be any different? The only concern that I share with Harry Douglas is our run game. Are we going to be able to aid this offense by handing the ball off? Or will this year be the same and we're going to be relying on Dak Prescott's arm again? Only time will tell. But y'all ready for my raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. How in the hell is this even a question right now? The NFL just hit voluntary OTAs, and we're already talking about if the Dallas Cowboys will be a Super Bowl contender or not. My God, I hate this. This shows you that Fox is not the only network that relies on the Dallas Cowboys storyline and drama. ESPN does as well. We haven't even got into the swing of things. We haven't even got past the post-June 1st cuts yet. We haven't even seen the entire team on the practice field at once, and Get Up wants to talk about who's going to make it to the Super Bowl or not. Remember the smoke that y'all had for Dallas Cowboys during the offseason. Remember the words that y'all laid out for Jerry Jones not getting the deal done, not going out during free agency and picking up key pieces. Oh, but now people are associating the Dallas Cowboys with the Super Bowl? See, this is how they get Cowboys Nation. This is how they get some people to jump on the bandwagon and start screaming, "We're going to the Super Bowl." This is why Stephen A. Smith always comes on the show and says, just wait, the Cowboys are going to do something to mess it up. Everybody puts the cart before the horse when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody has them in the playoffs without playing a damn snap of the regular season. Everybody has us in the Super Bowl talks, so the ones who will listen to them will keep it in their heads and get mad when we don't meet the 4 and 3 letter network's expectations of this team. How about we actually see how training camp goes before we start making Super Bowl predictions? To all you Dallas Cowboys haters out there, do you see now? Do you see it's not Cowboys Nation putting Super Bowl aspirations in the conversation? It's the media. It's the 4 and 3 letter networks. It's the topic that these networks talk about. If last year's New York Giants didn't teach us one thing, they taught us that you can't go off of last year. In 2022, they made it to the playoffs. They even had an upset. The talking heads spoke about them being a playoff team in 2023, but guess what? Did they make it to the playoffs? No, they didn't. As an NFL fan, this pisses me off to no end that these networks will completely glaze over the importance of the regular season as if the Dallas Cowboys don't have to win any games during the regular season in order to get to the playoffs. As if our spot is already reserved. Then, some Cowboys fans in Cowboys Nation take that to the bank and they start parroting the same talking points, saying things like, "I'm tired of hearing about the 3 consecutive 12-5 seasons," or "the Dallas Cowboys regular season isn't important. It's about what they do in the postseason." Do you see how that makes absolutely no damn sense? You gotta perform great in order to get to the playoffs. We're witnessing a league where being 9-8 could possibly have you miss the playoffs. Never in my life have I heard such buffoonery as to say that the regular season means nothing. How in the hell could it mean something to 31 other teams but mean absolutely nothing for the Dallas Cowboys? I've said this in a previous video, and I bet y'all that if the Dallas Cowboys missed the playoffs, the 4 and 3 letter networks would be leading their show with that. They would have it in the middle of their show, and they would end their segment with the Cowboys missing the playoffs. They wouldn't say the regular season means nothing at that point. They would be clowning the Dallas Cowboys for not making the playoffs. On top of that, didn't this network have Ryan Clark on here talking about Stephen A. wouldn't have to worry about the Dallas Cowboys disappointing in the playoffs because they weren't going to make it that far? His reasoning is the lack of movement in the offseason, but now we're having conversations about if the Cowboys can make it to the Super Bowl or not? No wonder Stephen A. is putting out documentaries about sports analysts and voices his concerns about new media. New media is not driven by drama-filled storylines. We're not fueled by far-fetched titles and contradictory headlines. We get on here and we update Cowboys Nation with facts, while traditional media makes segments led by their emotions. It's a damn shame, Cowboys Nation, and this is the main reason why I'll continue to advise y'all to stop watching these networks for real coverage of your team. Being America's team brings hatred, and it's not just in the comment section. Some haters can be the ones that you're getting your NFL news from, and until they switch it up and start commentating without bias, I will not take anything they say as fact. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. What did you think about what Damien, Woody, and Harry Douglas had to say? Is the regular season important or not to the Dallas Cowboys? Let's have an adult conversation in the comment section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on the video and share this with your friends who are Cowboys fans. If you are DC for life and get tired of the 4 and 3 letter network's bullshit, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I go live, release a video, or a podcast episode. Also, for $2 a month, you can join the Angry Cowboys Fan channel membership. Being a member, you can enjoy perks and extra content that you won't find anywhere else. So make sure you hit that join button and come join us on this ride. This is the type of sports commentary that gets casual fans' hopes up. It's this type of analysis that makes some fans think that we are predestined to be in the playoffs as if it's our birthright or something. How about you allow the damn season to start unfolding before you make Super Bowl predictions? This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out.